And hence it is very essential for having a good warranty period with good amount of special features. So these are the components associated with an product. Okay, so whether it is a new product or an existing product, these are the basic components associated with any product. So this was about the components of an product. And then comes for a new product development. So now we have explained exactly. I'm sorry, I don't know what is the problem which has been happening from continuously. So let me share the screen. Okay, so this is about the new product development what we were speaking about. So to make the new product effective, there should be always and proper correlation and coordination between the manufacturing people, engineering people, the R&D sector, the marketing people, the finance and purchasing departments. So these are all the 5 to 6 major departments which are associated in each company. So if there is no proper communication and coordination between all these department peoples, it will be very difficult to come or approach a good process for a new product with good ideations, which could be either from the people from the organization or from the customers. And hence always you have to see that to make a product effective, you should have a proper coordination between all the. I'm sorry, just a second. Okay, so this was about the effective way of new product development. And next important point what we are focusing is based on assessing the market. How do you do an assessment of a market for a new department, for a new product? So marketing department first has to make an assessment about the new product, and then it has to make a cross-functional team who will do the promotion for the new product, and it will survey the entire market and show a good scene for the development for the existence of the new product. For this, because they will create a new product based on the need of customers, so they do the promotion telling that based on your requirements the new product has been developed. They show the chart, the prospectus, the brochures related to it. So this will be launched in such a period of time. It has this amount of. It has this amount of features. So relatedly they will do a proper survey. So you need a proper marketing survey and an effective coordination between all the departments to make the new product a successful one. So this is about the concept of new product development and what plays a vital role in making it an effective one. So then you have to come about the classifications associated in a new product developments. So the classification could be related to major innovations. Secondly, it could be related to the improvement of an existing product, or it could be an additions what you are adding on as an accessories for the existing product, or it could be repositioned products. So these are the major classifications associated. So first one is major innovation. So this is totally a new innovative product what you are throwing into the market. So it is basically based on innovation, and this innovation ideas could be from the customers or from the people of the organization. So or any thoughts what they have got from the other company people also, if it is in joint venture. Okay, so majorly these three things can happen. So second category is the improvement of the existing product. Suppose a product is running successfully in the market and their shares are also good with sales and profits. And if the customer needs some more improvement into it, so based on their needs and desires, some improvement have to be done. So that improvement will be totally new to the product, and hence it is under new product development. I don't know, the internet, there is an lot amount of problems, but kindly bear with me. Okay, so this is related to product improvement and additions. And last one is reposition products. Reposition products is nothing but, suppose a particular product you have successfully grabbed a market in a particular state and you want to acquire the market or grab the market for the same product in some other state. So then you're repositioning your existing product to some other place where it has not captured at all. So then also it will be termed to be as a new product for that particular state. So all this classification comes with respect to the new product development. So, after you are knowing what you mean by a new product, what are its classifications, so some categories were made by some famous people also. So, they were Allen, Booz and Hamilton. So, they categorized into different sections. So, first what we dealt was only majorly 4 sections, which was generalized, but later some more people made a good study and made the categories or classifications into 6 sectors. So one is the technological breakthrough. So what is the breakthrough you are achieving to be called as a new product? Because only with a slight modification for an existing product would not achieve you in a breakthrough for that particular area of product, right? So they should be having a drastic change, achievement to be called as a new idea, new innovation and a new product. So that will be possible only when you get a breakthrough in technical achievements that you will get by filing a patent. So once you have filed a patent for your innovation, so then you get a Okay, this is the 4th lecture in Zoom. I think for that it is been getting unstable. From morning it was good enough. Okay, so this is related to the technological breakthrough. So technological breakthrough mainly comes with respect to the patents and innovations what a person has filed related to. Then significant improvements. If you have very significant improvements in the existing product, then only you can claim that as a new product. If you have made only mild modifications, then that won't be considered as a new product. So this also plays a vital role. They have to show some assessments, some major improvements in documentation to claim that it is a new product. And third category is if it is modifying the total product structure only due to some concept, then also you call that as a new product. And if the product is very new to the business and not to the customers, then also you call that as a new product, because for that particular business area in a company it is new, then you call it to be as a new product. Repositioning I have discussed with you already. Grabbing the market in some other state for the existing product is also termed to be as a new product. And cost reduction. So if you have the product already in hand and it is very costlier, and if you are reducing its cost by selecting different material for same concept, same design, same application, functional parameters, then also you claim that to be as a new product. So these are the categories which were done by Allen, Booz and Hamilton. Next you can see an entire new product development process. So if they ask you to determine the classification, the categories with an pictorial structure of a new product development, you have to show this also along with the classification and categories, and why you claim it as a new product also to be explained. So here you see that you have 3 levels, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the idea generation for new products, what I've explained you already. So this idea generation will come either from the customers or through the people, and all ideas which are generated cannot be manufactured into a product. It has to be evaluated. Okay, so ideas have to be evaluated, and these evaluation will be tested by the team people, team leader, or the supervisors, the head of the department, and finally the directors and the CEOs. And they have to approve that this idea could be implemented, right? So all the ideas cannot be implemented because it has to be economically feasible, it has to be appreciable, and it should see that it meets the need of the customer must also. So idea will be evaluated. So once the idea, there might be like 10 to 15 ideas generated for new product. Out of that, only one or two ideas which will be acceptable. So those ideas only will be going for the development of the concept. So concept development is a phase in which you do the conceptual sketch. This I were discussing when we discussed about the project lifecycle management sectors. So in that we have a sector for conceptual design also. So the conceptual design comes into picture in the concept development phase. Okay, so once the testing is favorable and conceptual design is done, a proper marketing strategy will be started in the company before the product has been developed. You cannot wait until the product is developed, launched, and thrown into the market. The promotion of the product should be done at the time of initiation of the product manufacturing only. So, marketing people, the entire team will frame out the strategies to grab the market in the initial stage of the product existence only. So based on the marketing strategy, a proper business analysis will be done, and the product which was conceptualized will be developed. So the product which is developed